Hi Funko friends, welcome back to One Shelf at a Time. Thank you for joining me again. I'm really excited to show you my third shelf in honor of Halloween that's coming up this month. We love Halloween here. It might be a little bit different this year, but nonetheless, Halloween's a lot of fun. Anyways, I'm going to show you my shelf, and I love it. Starting in that corner right there, we have the Munsters, show from my childhood, a lot of fun. I'm just going to point out one of the pops, which is really fun because they were like a normal families, except that they were monsters. And of course, the little son Eddie here, he has a little teddy bear, but it's a little werewolf. We'll do a close-up of that. So I really enjoyed that. Besides that, it's a play on Frankenstein. And I'm just going to put that back nice and careful. Nobody move! Okay, good. Nobody moved. Good job, Henry. So we have Grandpa Munster and then Eddie Munster, and I think the wife's name was Lily Munster, and then of course Herman, which looks like Frankenstein, and it's a great pop, fun show if you get to watch it. Not outdated at all, a lot of fun. Next to them we have that is Predator. Another movie from when I saw it, I was young, and the best was Arnold Schwarzenegger was the star. But Predator was an alien. So we have the regular Predator and the clear one. The clear one represents the alien went clear and has a little blood splatter on it too, but you couldn't see him. He'd be standing next to you, couldn't see him. Great movie from my childhood, and Arnold Schwarzenegger. They should do a whole 80s or 90s line of Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone and all the action heroes that were so much fun when I was a kid. But great looking pops. Next to them, we have different versions of Jason and Freddy, and those are the 8-bit characters, which they look kind of like Lego, so to speak. Everybody knows Freddy and Jason, but they added a little twist to them. I think they're really cool looking pops. They didn't really do so big in the Funko line, but nonetheless, I think it's an amazing pop. Really, really happy with it. I have a couple more on my stairs. Same ones, but different color. The next line down, we have two characters from Pan's Labyrinth, with which I don't really know so well because I didn't see the movie, but they're screaming horror. Even if some people don't consider it horror, you know who you are, we do, and so does Funko, so that's that. But great looking scary pops. I mean, any real scary pop to me is going to be somewhat of horror. And I think it's horror, but either way, really great looking pops, and I enjoy them. He's holding like a little sword in his hand, a little knife or something, and the other guy, the pale man. I don't know, I think they're great looking pops. Moving on next to them, even though it's not really a horror, it's in the DC Pop Heroes line, but that is the Swamp Thing, which is a great pop, and he's actually felted. They had a smelling version of him. They have like 3 different versions of him, but he's a great looking pop. They came out with a show this year, the Swamp Thing. It was so-so. Couldn't really get into it, but the pop itself is just amazing, and the flock pops are like little felted, so I think that's kind of cool. Next to him is, again, Frankenstein, and they came out with this pop just last year. It's really funny because he has a flower in his hand, and if any of you remember the story on it, basically a little girl gave him the flower, and it's supposed to be like a sentimental, touching moment, and he picks up the girl and throws her in the water or the river or wherever it was. Really, really funny. But we like that. It was fun. We saw the clip on that. Next to them is maybe not a horror, maybe it is. It's the Gentleman, and he's from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. He has great teeth. He is just such a super looking pop, and that's what Pops does for me, at least. Like, I look at them, I get the feeling, I just love them. I think they look great. So cool pop. He's for sure going to be added to the horror line. Next to them is Nosferatu. I think he was a vampire, and he looks freaky as all, and I think he's a great looking pop. So he's going to be on my shelf, and I'm happy to have him there. Next to him is a Dracula version. Vlad Tepes was his name, and he's from Castlevania. He's Dracula to me, maybe not the Dracula that I know like this guy, but he is Dracula. And then everything on this shelf, which I'll go over for you, for me is very traditional horror movies, like from my childhood, and like I remember them forever. One of the first lines of Funko, I think they're from 2012. I'm not positive. We'll get a date on that. But they're the original Universal Monsters line that Funko came out with. This right here is Dracula. I mean, they all look exactly like they're supposed to, so that's for me the best. If you look at a pop or you look at even an action figure of some kind and you don't know who it is, it's like, what, huh? But these, you look at them, you know exactly who they are. They remind you of something from your childhood, a movie you saw, whatnot. And that's why Funko's so great, and that's why you don't have to be a Funko collector. You like something, and they have a version of it. So this is Dracula, which of course looks exactly like Dracula. Next to them is Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein, also really great. They have versions of these where they glow in the dark. I don't think I have them, but they're cool pops. And once I take them out of shelves, it doesn't have to be. I don't need every version of it, but amazing looking pops. This, you know exactly who they are. This is the creature from the Black Lagoon. Again, they have different versions. They have few versions of them, but can't have every pop. So that's him. Really nice looking pop. This is Metaluna. It's a mutant. Crazy looking pop. Got claws. He isn't an alien, but he's a mutant. Maybe I need to watch that movie again. The movie that was called is This Island Earth. I think I need to rewatch it. Go get a look-see of it. Next to him is The Mummy, which we all know what The Mummy is. Also great. They should probably come up, and they probably will, with a different one where he's all wrapped up in his bandages. But I guess here his face isn't, but yes, the body is all wrapped up. We'll get close-ups of everything so you get a better look of it. This is the Invisible Man. It's the newest one, I think, from the Universal Monsters line. That or actually the Frankenstein with Flower. I'm trying to get the Chase version of this, and I really, really want it. It's about $100, so I'm on the fence. I'm not on the fence, I'm just kind of looking for it, but it's a clear version of the Invisible Man, so because that's what it is, he's invisible. Really great pop. I'm still trying to get it, so if anyone has any leads, let me know. Next to him is the Phantom of the Opera, which is a very, very older pop. We all know the story. I've seen the stories, and I've actually seen the plays. I'm not going to lie, I have not read any books, so not since I've had to. But either way, great pop. And next to that, him is the werewolf, the Wolfman. My middle name is Wolf, so I've always felt close with wolves, and I have some wolf tattoos, which we'll get a picture of because I just have to show it off. So I love wolves, and to me, he's always been one of my favorite pops. Maybe a pop that I love more than him is the glow-in-the-dark version of him, which is another, this is actually one of my favorite pops. It has a great glow on it. You will see it very soon. We're going to get it lit up. There's also a flocked version it's a numbered piece, very expensive. I don't have that one. Working on that one too, but I really love the glow-in-the-dark pop, and I love the line. These are one of my favorite shelves. I love the horror. I wish we can do Halloween more often, but it's a good way to start one shelf at a time. Yeah, we've got a few more shelves to go, but we're not going to do that today. This was the third shelf of one shelf at a time, and showcasing all the horror ones. So I hope you liked it. Please join us for the next. We've got a few more to go, and still got a few days to Halloween. So we're getting there. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day, and thank you for joining me again. And please visit all the links below. Be well.